The Three Nephites. Compiled and printed by Ogden Kraut. First edition 1969, second edition 1988, third edition 1993. Wherefore, I will that all men shall repent all are under sin, except those which I have reserved unto myself, holy men that ye know not of. D&C 49:8. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Heb. 13:2. Chapter 1. Introduction. The story of the three Nephites is well known among the Mormons and to a limited extent among non-Mormon people. However, many who have heard the stories of these three men have cast them aside as spurious myths, homespun folklore, or religious exaggerations. To the Mormon people, the ministry of these three men is as real as the Acts of the Apostles. The work of the ministry and the labors of the three Nephites are as important as the labors of any other missionary in the mission field today. The Scriptures inform us that the things of God can only be known by the Spirit of God. Therefore, many of the acts and dealings of God with man can never be understood by the general masses of humanity. We live and grovel our way through a dark and depraved, unspiritual generation. Modern science cannot explain the miracles of the Bible, neither can the remarkable exploits of the three Nephites be explained by the modern materialistic mind. The work of translated beings is one of the connecting links between the seen and the unseen world. These beings form a spiritual bond and a faith-promoting labor which cannot be accomplished by any other means. Their message, their labors, and their stories all focus upon this one fact that God is with His people. The stories of the three Nephites are stories of miraculous powers of help, prophecy, or spiritual guidance to people the world over. These three make sudden appearances and sudden disappearances. They perform Herculean tasks beyond the capacity of mortal men. They foretell and instruct with a divine guidance, and they bestow various kinds of blessings upon righteous souls everywhere. Our own labors and endeavors for the cause of the gospel are very limited, and we can scarcely comprehend the abundant dealings of God with man. In our efforts to maintain a livelihood for our families, we are often unable to perform the spiritual tasks which must be done prior to the coming of the Son of Man. A great missionary work, beyond our own capacity, must and is being done. This is the labor and calling of the three Nephites. There are perhaps few members of the Church who have not heard or told some of the interesting and faith-promoting visitations of the three Nephites. There can never be a complete compilation of these stories. Some of the incidents and experiences have certainly never been told, others perhaps related to only a few individuals, while others became forgotten or passed away with those who were acquainted with them. The stories related here are only a small portion of those which have been collected. To understand the miraculous work of the three Nephites, one must first understand the doctrine of translation. The spectacular ability of disappearance, miraculous speed, superhuman strength, and the gift of foreknowledge endow these apostles with faculties which far transcend those of mortal men. The fact that most ministers of today cannot comprehend the nature of spirits, angels, translated and resurrected beings, requires a brief explanation within these pages. Therefore, the second chapter is devoted to these subjects.